There's a very, very small handful of baby names that have been in the top 100 most popular in the United States since the United States started tracking that data, so it goes back to 1880. 11 boys' names have been in the top 100 since then, and only one single girl's name. See if you can guess it in the comments. I'll say that one last. We'll start with the boys' names, and those names are Andrew, Charles, Daniel, David, James, John, Joseph, Michael, Robert, Samuel, Thomas, and William. The girl's name is Elizabeth, which I feel like when you think about it, it's like, okay, that's kind of obvious, but there are probably like 5 or 6 other like really good guesses that I feel like it could have been. And recently I was talking about time-stamped baby names, how there are some baby names you just hear them and you have a pretty good guess of how old the person with that name is, just because there are some names that like super peaked in popularity for a very short window of time. And a lot of people were like, oh, I do not want that. I don't want a time-stamped name. So these names are kind of like the antithesis of that, because these names have always been in the top 100. I feel like most of us know at least a few people with most of these names. Regionally, different parts of the United States, some of these will be more popular than others, but some of these, like the name James, I know so many Jameses, ranging from like old men to tiny babies. I hear that somebody's named James and I have no clue how old they are. And with that said, of course, with these names, they've definitely had their time in the very popular end of the top 100 and the less popular end of the top 100, but it's going to be a lot less obvious how old somebody with one of these names would be compared to the very time-stamped names. I always have to say this caveat: there's nothing wrong with having or choosing a time-stamped name. The only clients who really want to avoid them are usually clients who had like a top 5 or 10 name the year they were born in like the 80s or the 90s. And therefore, since they had a timestamp name, it might not have loved that experience. They'll like specifically not want one. Otherwise, I feel like most people don't really care too much.